Happy Free Workout Friday. As you can tell, I have a cold from my voice, so bear with me. 10 reps of 10 exercises, some 10 on each side. Let's start with one leg, dumbbell rows. Working on our balance, our glutes, and our upper back. Row your dumbbells to shoulder height, squeezing the back muscles and releasing. If you need some extra support, you can always keep your back toe on the ground. Otherwise, have your back leg up, toes pointing down to help keep the hips level and your shoulders level. 10 on each side, exhaling on the row up. Next combination exercise, Romanian deadlift with a bicep curl. Hinging from the hips, keeping the dumbbells nice and close to the body, soft bended knees, back will be flat, shoulders pulled back to keep the chest open. Exhale on the way down, stand up nice and tall, curl all the way up to the shoulders. Do 10 deadlift curl combinations. Next up, front raise, squat with a pulse. Raise the dumbbells to shoulder height. Lower down for a squat, keeping the dumbbells at shoulder height. Perform a mini pulse at the bottom. Press through the heels to activate the glutes. Keep the core nice and tight and the spine as long and tall as possible by looking up and forward. Control the breath and try not to let it control you. Should be 10 reps in total. Next up, we'll come down to the ground for table to full plank. Set your hands up shoulder width apart directly underneath the shoulders. Step out for a full plank. Walk the toes in to come into tabletop position with the knees hovering off the ground. Spine will stay nice and long, creating a nice long line from the crown of the head all the way to the heels when you step out. Core should be engaged and make sure to maintain your breath with your movement. 10 steps in and out in total. Next up, modified side plank leg raise. With the lower knee on the ground and the elbow directly underneath the shoulder, raise the other arm to make a letter T. Exhale and raise the leg using the side booty. 10 on each side. If you're looking for a bit more of a challenge, you could stack the feet. Next up, downward dog push-up combination. Press the hips up and back into the upside down letter V, pointing the hips up towards the ceiling. Come into full plank position, keeping the elbows tucked in at the side for a chaturanga push-up. Perform 10 in total. Don't forget baby kisses in between. Next up, come into a tabletop position. Extend the left leg out straight, toes pointing down. With one dumbbell, fly the dumbbell out to the side using the rear shoulder and upper back muscles. Keep the core tight and engaged. When you're ready to go to the other side, again, make sure that the leg extends, toes pointing down. The other hand is directly under shoulder height. Exhale and fly out to the side 10 times. Next up, rotating side plank. With the hand directly under the shoulder in the middle of your mat. Roll over to the knife edge of the foot, stacking the arms to make the letter T. Rotate side to side 10 times in total. You always have the option to lower the bottom knee to the ground if you need an extra modification. Our next exercise will be a dolphin plank. Lowering to the forearms, elbows directly under shoulders, feet come back into a regular forearm plank. Pike the hips up and back into a modified downward dog position, so an upside down letter V. Press the ground away with the forearms, pressing the hips up towards the ceiling, maintaining the legs as straight as possible. Repeat this 10 times. Last but not least, stagger the feet. You always have option to stack the feet or to have the lower knee modified and down on the ground. With a dumbbell in your hand, bring the dumbbell down and then lift up using your shoulder and your core muscles. Do this 10 times on one side and we'll repeat on the other. Lower down to the elbow. The elbow should be right underneath your shoulder. Grab your dumbbell. Stagger the feet, stack the feet, or lower the knee. Bring the dumbbell underneath. Exhale, twist up using the core and tummy muscles. Also your shoulders. 10 on each side. This is where you either take a rest or perform 50 jumping jacks, 30 seconds rest, and repeat this circuit 3 more times. Thanks for working out with me. Come back next Friday for the next workout.